Okay, today I'm going to start out with a very quick thrift haul because it's all mostly stuff that I'm going to use to be in my crafts. So I wanted to share that with you. And then a little smidget of an update. I planted something and I wanted to show that to you. So first thing I did, or I got, is I got these, I guess they're napkins. And somebody had embroidered Santa on it, and I don't think that exactly goes with that material, but I was getting it for this because, you know, patriotic. It looks, I can make flowers with that, my cloth flowers. I thought this was pretty neat. So there was three of them, and he charged me 50 cents for them. And then these, I guess these were placemats. I don't think they would be napkins, but I could use these for, you know, through this. Oh, there's one stuck to that. Or maybe, oh my, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Okay, I picked up 2, I guess. I had 2 of them folded together. Anyways, I think there's around 8 of them, I think, because they keep getting stuck together. But I thought these would make cute flowers or scarves, you know, or, you know, to lay out with your decor. And I have plenty of those. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If there's not any more stuck together. That, I really like the material. And then I got these. These were like kitchen curtains. And I'm thinking about replacing my kitchen curtains with this. I'm not sure. I don't know yet. But if not, I have plenty of material. That makes some good material. And then I picked up this yellow sheet. It is a flat sheet. I don't know what size. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to use it for a sheet. That's going to be more material that I can use when I need some yellow. And of course, it's a little bright, and I'll do some distressing to it. But I got those, all that material. Oh, this was $1, and he charged me 50 cents for these, and I think $1 for all of these, and 50 cents for those. It was just, I don't know if he guesses at it, but that wasn't bad at all. Not for all that material. Then I picked up this bag of, I use these all the time. I don't want them in silver. Somebody has spray painted them. Well, guess what? I'm going to spray paint them back to a brown or something. But I thought for 50 cents, because I use these all the time. In fact, I think trying to remember when I used one last. It wasn't that long ago. It was on my bathroom light. Yeah, that little light that I fixed to go in my bathroom. I had put one down over the candle in it. I'll spray paint them and reuse them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 of them. And that was worth 50 cents, even if I have to spray paint them. And then I was over in the candle section. I think it was candle section. I don't remember. But I picked up these blocks of wax because I like to do, you know, cover my candles and make the grungy candle out of wax. That was 50 cents. And then this one was a 2-pack for 50 cents. It had 2 blocks in it. I'm going to have plenty of wax. I like to color some in black, some in brown, some in burgundy, you know. So I have different pots of wax. And I also picked up those little crock pots, you know, the dip crock pots, and I'll melt wax in that and then leave it one color and just unplug it when I'm done. I'm going to get a lot of crock pots. Baby crock pots. Anyways, that's what I got those for. And then I picked up these 2 little jars. I thought they were cute and I could do something with those. Those were 50 cents a piece. And then just 2 little containers for storage. I'm always needing storage to set certain groups of things in, you know. I picked up 2 of those, 50 cents a piece. And then this, I went through the wood section, and I got this little basket. It's like a cutting board on the front. And it was 50 cents, and I thought that would make a cute flip. So that is all I got from the thrift store, but I like everything I got, and I will use it. And now I'm going to give you a little update on some of my seed planting next. Seed, like, you know, planting seeds. Okay, I wanted to show you, I got this, I was planting my, all my peppers for this year. They take a little longer to germinate. And I found this packet here, because I keep all my seeds together. And this is called Dirty Glove Seeds. And I got it off of Etsy. And that's where I got my Sweet Annie seeds to grow. And if you don't know, I grew Sweet Annie last year. So I was looking at I pulled it out and I looked, and there was a few little seeds still in it. Let's see, I think that's one. If I can get this thing to focus. I think there's still 2 in there. I mean, they are little teeny tiny things. Anyways, I thought, well, I'm gonna shake this, fill up a pot with dirt and shake what I can down into it. Well, I am out of focus. There we go. Anyways, and I just shook them down in there and kind of patted the soil. I didn't cover them or anything because they're so small. And I have, that was on the 9th of, yeah, March. And I can't remember, I don't know what today is. I don't know. Anyways, it'll probably be the day before I post the video. But I have 1, 2, 3, and then a little bitty one there coming up. 4. So 4 seeds have germinated. And I'll be planting. I don't know what my problem is in my blurring. But anyways, I'm going to have some Sweet Annie. And I just went ahead and threw a few other flowers and some petunias. Let's see, some rose moss. They're coming up today. Those weren't up last night. Anyways, I wanted to show you, I'm going to try to grow some more stalks of Sweet Annie, and not saying I'll have any, because last year I think I had like 18 or 19 plants that I put out, and I'm pretty sure I had like 3 or 4 of them, just they died after they went out. But I have plenty of Sweet Annie, I still do. But I've got some more coming up. I'm going to try it again. Alright, what I'm going to do today is I'm in a collab with 2x4blockprintables. She's on Etsy, and she contacted me because she's seen where I have used a lot of her printables in my crafts. And I do. I have quite a few. And once you buy them, you can use them over and over and over. They're yours to use forever. So, and she's not expensive. And I've bought a lot of them. And all you have to do on these here, like I have been doing with the stamps and the molds, you don't need that with these. You just print this out, get your 2x4, and cut it to size. They're all on the block printables. They are sized the height of a 2x4, and then you just cut it to the length that you're going to need. This was a square, so it's 3.5 by 3.5, and I just took a 2x4 and marked 3.5 and 3.5 and 3.5, because I'm going to do 3 of them. And it's going to be a very simple, easy project, and I'm going to get started on it now. Okay, with these, I am going to start out prepping all my blocks, and I believe I'm going to do 1 black, And the other two, I believe I'm going to use the Waverly Antiquing Wax on. Oh, this is going to be a fast project. This is not going to last long because I'm not going to have you watch me paint all this because we all know how to paint. And then I'll move on from there, which is going to be simple. All right, I have that one painted black. I don't want to get that black. I picked that up and it's wet. And now I'm starting on this one with my Waverly Antiquing Wax. And I'll do 2 of these blocks in this. All right, these are all done, and I am going to distress the black a little bit. And I'm just using my little finger sander. Then with the others, I don't think I'm going to do anything to those, the ones that have the antiquing wax on them. That corner's real good. I like my corners really. All right. Now from there, and I should have got my, I thought I had my Mod Podge sitting out here. Now, I'm going to have to get my Mod Podge. All right, I have my Mod Podge. That was going to go on that. This is the one I was wanting to put on the black. And I'll just put some Mod Podge down. And you know what? I should have put hairspray on my images. Well, you know what? I am going to go ahead and put this on there because I already got the Mod Podge started. Let it dry some, and then I'm going to spray some hairspray over it. And that keeps my, because I have an inkjet printer, it keeps it from smearing the ink. I'll just go ahead and put them all down and let them dry, and then go over it with some hairspray. And then go over it with Mod Podge. May not even really need to do that. Okay, which way was this supposed to go? You're going to see how fast these move. This project moves to get you some cute little decor shelf sitters. She has such cute images. Push that down on there good. And I should have had a piece of cellophane, but I don't. Now here goes the last one. And I don't know yet if I'm going to leave them just the way they are, or I'm going to put, I am going to put a little knob on one like I did, I think my pig. I don't know if it's the pig or the lamb. I put some Mod Podge and cinnamon on it, on the little knob, and I'll put it on one, but I don't know what I'm going to do with the others. You do whatever hits your fancy. Leave them like they are, or do something to decorate them up. Look at that. Aren't those just cute? That is so simple. Just go get the images, print them out, cut them apart, cut your blocks, Mod Podge it on there, and you got it. Alright, I'm going to let those dry and spray it with some hairspray so my images don't bleed when I go over it with Mod Podge, and figure out what I'm going to do to maybe decorate them a little bit. Okay, well that's drying. I'm going to go ahead and put my hole in here for my knob. What I'm going to do is drill a hole in there, and then I'll get me a little some kind of a stick and put glue on both sides. Stick one side of the stick there and there and glue it down. So I am just going to drill a hole right fast. Don't want it to go too far down in there. It's probably enough. Now I'm going to go find me something that will go into both ends and glue it down. Alright, I have found me a dowel rod that fits. And I think that size right there will work. If I didn't, well, I am not going to need glue down on that side, I don't think. That, yeah, I need to cut just a little bit off. I don't think I want to get that one out of there. It was a pretty good fit. That's perfect. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I put glue on it and I use the welder. That's really good stuff. Just happen to have it. You can use about any glue. Alright, now I'll stick that down on there. I'll let that dry. I don't think I quite got in the middle. Yeah, I did. It's okay. Okay, that's still drying. And that's going to dry. Of course, I'll just hang on to that when I tip it. Set that aside. And now these are still kind of wet, so I'm going to let all this dry before I put the hairspray and the Mod Podge on the top. Okay, I'll put a little hairspray. Whoa, I got carried away. Got that pretty thick. Didn't need it that thick. That's good. Set those aside and I'm going to let them dry, and then I'm going to put some Mod Podge over them. Alright, before this is dry, this is dry now, and before I put any Mod Podge down, I'm going to kind of distress my edges, kind of pull off some of the paper so it kind of blends in with the wood. I'm always pausing, really concentrating on what I'm doing. Okay, I want my corner down. You don't have to do this. It's just I chose to. There's that one. I'm going to finish doing this and I'll come back when I'm going to be decorating them, because all I'm going to do is do this and then just smear a thin layer of Mod Podge on so they're good and sealed. Okay, I thought I'd come back and show you. I'm putting the Mod Podge on there and my ink is not smearing at all, just that coat of hairspray. Set them aside to dry, and then I'm going to decorate them. Alright, I just tied a little bit of this ticking around the block on that one. And I'm still thinking it needs something else. So I've got some Sweet Annie. I think I'm going to use some of that. They actually look really cute without anything else on them. Don't really have to put anything else on them. Okay. I'm not sure. if I want that big of a piece. Now I need a little smaller piece. Okay, let's see, about right like that. I believe will be fine. Right in there like that. Let's put a little glue right there. I think that's all it needs. I'm not even really sure if I should have just left these plain. They were cute on their own. Maybe I don't want that long of a tail. I don't know. I had longer tails and I cut them off. Yeah, I think I like a shorter tail. Yeah, I like the shorter tail. Okay, I think that one's good. Now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with this one, because the sheep, I'm going to leave it because it has the little handle on it and I think it's enough. So now I'm going to do something with this one. I've got to figure that out. Okay, what I've decided to do with this one is not put anything on the top, and I've got my rub and buff, and I'm putting a little black on there and then kind of patting it off because I just didn't want it that color. Thought that blended better. Now, get this out of my way. Get my hammer. Okay, see where she has those little things on there? I thought this would give it a little dimension. Need my needle nose. I'm going to do this, but you can see what I'm doing because that's going to make a lot of noise. Okay, there's with the thumbtacks. Well, it was upholstery tacks that I had. And I smeared a little bit of the black rub and buff so it wasn't quite as bright. It blended in more with that. And there's the little pig with the Sweet Annie. And then I have, put those down so you can kind of see them, the sheep with the handle. And I think those are going to make really cute shelf sitters, and I'm telling you, it didn't take any time with her printouts, and they're well priced, and they're easy to use. I just printed them out, cut 2x4 3.5 inches, painted, stained, and decorated them, and you got it. I've been in here probably less, about 2 hours, and that's in between waiting for things to dry, and I have 3 projects finished. So I have one more project I'm going to do with one of her labels, and I'm going to start it next. Alright, I have a milk bottle here. I had some blue, where you can see it there on it. I bought 2 of them at the same time. One was the print was in red and one was in blue. They're not old, I'm pretty sure, because I do not believe they'd have that kind of stuff on them. But anyways, I've went over this with over that image with some Waverly because I don't want that showing through my printable. And I'll show you my printable as soon as I finish this right here because I think that's going to do it right there. Alright, I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. Put my brush in something so it doesn't dry out. bad enough on my brushes, let alone letting them dry out. Okay, get this out of my way. This is the printout that I'm going to use. It has the farm fresh milk. I'll leave a link to this. And here's I had to resize it for my bottle. I actually like the size this is. All I would have had to do is print it out, but I had to resize it because of the writing on there. It just didn't cover it far enough on the sides. So I did cut this apart in my software, and I've resized it. And I am going to, let's see, them letters start right there. It needs to come down. I'm going to scratch some of that off. I went up just a little too far. Or is that some of the blue showing right there? Oh, crud. Well, I'll come right above it, but I am going to scratch that off. But as soon as that dries, I'm going to Mod Podge that on, and then I'm going to decorate my bottle, my milk bottle. Alright, my paint on my bottle is dry, and I'm going to put some Mod Podge right on this. And I am not going to go over, I don't believe I'm going to go over this with hairspray. Well, I might go over it with some hairspray to kind of seal it, but I'm not going to go over it with Mod Podge because I don't want it to get on my glass. I don't want that discoloration it causes. All right, set that aside for a second. And hopefully I get it on there straight. My table is crooked. There we go. Okay, I'm going to have to pull that up like, I think that's pretty centered. Oh, I didn't get up far enough, and I bet I need some more Mod Podge now. Oh my goodness. Didn't want to get it on my glass, and there it is. But I'm going to hurry up, put this on there, and wipe it back. Okay. Got to be up there. I've got to cover that little bit of blue. There, that's straight. I need to wipe this off real fast. See? Wipe that, push those down. Wish that blue hadn't been up there so far, but it is. It is what it is. I don't know if you can tell, but this image, the background has kind of a crackle in it. You get my paintbrush in some water before it dries out. Wipe this off good. Okay, now I'm going to do a little something to my bottle so it's not just the image in the bottle. Decorate it somehow. I've got to figure it out, but I'll be back and I'll show you what I've done.